we'll see if that actually becomes a concept that turns into a reality. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taylor. I post videos on a weekly basis, so if you want to make sure that you always get to see those, you can hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon while you're at it so you get notified every time I post a new video. I thought today's video would be fun given that it's the whole back to school season, even though I'm not going back to school for the first time in 16 years, which is really weird. So I use my bullet journal for all of my planning, so it's like this blank notebook that somehow gets turned into this like monstrosity of like information. So I thought it'd be fun to just kind of record that and show y'all how I use this to keep my entire life organized. Also, I've been thinking about writing a blog post about how to get into bullet journaling. So if you have any questions related to bullet journaling or like how to get started or like anything like that, go ahead and drop them in the comments. You can also like send them to me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So I'm just gonna be walking you guys through my creation of a weekly spread. Let's go do that.
All right, we are going to attempt to do this voiceover in one go. So this is gonna be fun. Anyways, just starting off with this nice blank page. The first thing that I do when I start all of my spreads is I add in my washi tape, just because I think that honestly, for me, that's my least favorite part of putting together the spreads, and so I just enjoy getting it out of the way. But also, I could never take it out of my spreads because I really like how the finished product looks. I started adding washi tape back in April-ish, and it's just, it looks super cool, and it's kind of worth the hassle and the fact that I spend entirely too much time trying to make the tape line up. So on this first page I do the top and the bottom, and then on the second page I use the tape to break it into sections, because this is where I keep my categorized to-do list for the week, so I can kind of have an idea of all of the big picture items that need to get done within the week. And then that page on the left is more of a tracker of sorts. And then this next set of pages is where I do my weekly breakdown. So I am just throwing a row of washi tape up along the top, because, you know, it's cute. I like this little conker vibe. It also kind of matches, if you'll see as I do this, my color for the month for August was this bright corally color. Is this bright corally color? It's still August, Taylor. What are you talking about? It's this fun coral color, and so it, you know, it looks good with the kind of light coral tape. Anyways, now I'm bringing out the ruler and drawing a bunch of straight lines across the page so that I can properly fill out this cute little tracker here. Anyways, what I use this for is a lot of like health related stuff. So starting from left to right, the first column you'll end up seeing, I put the days of the week, followed by water consumption, caffeine consumption, sleep, calories, macros, steps, and spending. And then that last little giant section is where I put weekly gratitudes. And then now here I go labeling all of these sections. Moving in to the weekly spread. Sorry, that was poorly timed. It's whatever. Moving into this weekly spread, I am just giving myself these nice little date headers. And yes, I am using an Oyster card to do these little time trackers, in case you were wondering. It just so happens to be the perfect size, and it's one of those cards that I still have, but I never use anymore, so why not keep it in the back of my bullet journal and use it just for this? But anyways, this is where I'm able to do more of a deep dive into what I'm doing every day and break down all the tasks that need to get done each day. So I'm just using that same coral color that I previously mentioned. That's, you know, the like theme color for the week, month, whatever. I'm writing in all these headings. And now we are getting to the single words part of making these spreads, which is having to go in and write all of these dang numbers on every single day of the week. Alright, now that that's out of the way, we're moving on to the habit tracker. So that's where I keep track of things that I'm like trying to do on a daily basis. So like taking my vitamins, staying within my calorie and macro goals, getting 10,000 steps, working out, meditating, stretching, reading a little bit of my book. All that sorts of fun stuff. And then now I'm also going in and I'm kind of writing in some of the big picture items that I know are coming up for my week. So for my super exciting life right now, that is mostly just work and workouts. I also, as you'll see, I am going after I get these exact plans written in, and then I go in with a highlighter and I color code all of them down the little time tracker. And I can also use that little time tracker to block off time if I know that I'm doing something but I don't know the details. For example, I'm going out to dinner on Thursday night, but I have no idea where and I have no idea when. So I'm literally just using that and I'm blocking off the entire 2 hours after I get off of work so that I make sure that I don't accidentally schedule myself for anything during that time period. But anyways, yeah, now we're starting to add color to this page so it looks a little bit less dull. Doing the same thing to this to-do list page, I am color coding my headers by the highlighter color that I use for that segment of my life. Yes, I color code parts of my life. It's a thing. Everything blog related will always be that interesting shade of purple. So now I'm just going in and I'm just throwing in the weekly tasks that I already know that I have to get done for the week. These tasks lists will continue to grow throughout the week. Usually they are filling these boxes, if not overflowing them, because that's just how a week goes, is there's just always more things that need to get done. I also have left one section blank because it's just a lot of more personal stuff that I'm not really in the mood to broadcast all over YouTube. So, I'll fill that section in as soon as I stop filming this video. And now we're going in and writing the actual heading for the week, because that's not the first thing I do for some very odd reason, but it's just, that's the way that I do things. And now I'm just going in and adding detail / shading to the letters with that same bright orange pen that I used on the previous page. Color schemes are very much my thing if it's if it has not been made very obvious. I also use the highlighter to break up my spread to make it look more like an actual planner instead of just a bunch of lines in a notebook. Also, I drastically underestimated how difficult it was going to be to film underneath a tripod. So all of the angles and all of these lines are so much worse than they usually are. So that's just a thing that happened this week. So then now I can start filling things in. For example, I have filled in Plan With Me because I just filmed that.
And that is it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, go ahead and give me a little love in that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next week for next week's video. Bye, guys.